athletic players. Forcadilla has really come into his own this championships. I think he's been a really key sub for New South Wales. Obviously haven't really started that much for New South Wales, but Liam is a consistent player and will turn up at every single game he plays. And it'll be interesting to see how Vic try to shut Liam down in that centre position.
Yeah, it will be. And another great matchup will be the unorthodox style of Cam Allen after the injury to Brodie Roberts, who's out with a calf strain. He's a pretty big loss to Vic. I think he's very much a driver in their front line.
Yep.
And Victoria continuing to search for the answer to their front end to replace him, which I think he's irreplaceable.
Yeah,
actually.
he's like such a, how can I put it, a consistent player for Vic. He's obviously been in and around these championships for a very long time. One of the leaders in that forward line for Victoria, gaining a lot of possession for them in that mid-court. So it's been fascinating to watch how they've changed their style, obviously missing Brodie. I'm really also looking forward to the mountain of the man Patrick Pillier come up against the Victorian defence end. You guys obviously have versed him before. Any last-minute tips for the players who are listening at home on how you could stop a mountain of a man like Patrick Pillier?
Take him out before the game. It's probably the best thing to do. He's very, very, very difficult to match up on.
Yeah.
But I thought Draven Lee Tiora did a great job for us against him in our game. But it's just tough work, and you've just got to be persistent and keep trying different styles, I think.
As you see the players coming out on court here.
Yep, and just, you know, we have, with Vic, it's Riley Richardson's returning to Victoria after playing the last Nationals for New South Wales. So that'll be interesting. And Jake Hendricks playing his first Nationals for Victoria after moving from South Australia. David Chisholm returning after multiple years away. He's a former Sonics player in 2012 and 13. Eli Harrison, he's not playing today. He got a great face swelling against us in our game where he threw himself at Big Matty Brown and came off worse for it. And obviously we have Christina Popolo retiring at the end of today's game.
She's
so it's
such
a big
an
one for her.
Of this men's netball game. Obviously, former head coach of the Australian men's team as we stand for the national anthem here on Court 1 of Netball SA Stadium. I'll quickly run us through the New South Wales starting lineup. In goal shooter, we have the big man, Patrick Pillier. In goal attack, we have the ever so reliable Eugene Lee. In wing attack, we have the defender move to the front end. I've forgotten his name.
Adam Slattery.
Yes, that's the one. Sorry, Adam.
Yeah.
In centre, we have Liam Forcadilla. In wing defence, we have Dylan Nexhip. In goal defence, we have Taylor Glassy. And in goalkeeper, we have the veteran of our sport. He won't like me saying that. Shane Clark. If you want to run us through the Victorian lineup for what we can see up here.
All right, goal shooter. That's not Cameron Allen. Oh, we've got David Chisholm. Cameron Allen at GA. Wing attack is the ever reliable Guy Keane. In centre, the amazing Riley Richardson. In wing D today, they have Jake Noonan. In GD, we have the amazing Jake Hendricks, who's one of my favourite players, and Al Punchin at GK, who is just a sensational defender. If anyone can get up on Patrick, it's definitely Big Al.
And I'm surprised that head coach Moira went with this lineup. I thought Stihilski might have started in that goal shooter, but obviously it's a better matchup for New South Wales to have that tall man in there. As we see that ball go straight over the top into Patrick.
Yeah, for most of the week, they've been bringing Patrick on in the second half of games, so yeah, it's a big call today to start it differently.
If you were Victorian head coach, what would you be telling your defenders to be able to match up to Patrick?
Well, you try to move him away from the post, but that's a big job. And it really is about getting your timing right on the jump and the go at the ball. And there's a turnover from Victoria straight away. And I was going to say that their ball skills are really, really superb. And that was just a loose pass. If you're going to leave Slattery open like that, he is going to have a field day feeding the ball. Easy pass into Big Pat there.
Obviously, Slattery is a current Sonics player. You've coached him in that invitational team that versed West Coast Fever last year.
Yeah.
Obviously, a amazingly talented athlete.
And he's a really lovely guy as well. Adam's a really good friend as well, but just an amazing athlete to coach. He's so smart. That was a great go at that ball by Taylor. He missed it, but we've got a penalty now for Chisholm. And I find him quite agile for a big shooter. We'll see if he can pop this one in.
Chisholm, obviously a veteran of this sport, played for Australia back in 2012, 2013, coming back from a well-deserved break.
Yep. That's a nice middle entry by Liam there for New South Wales. Gives him a great view because he's in the middle corridor. Can really get a good look at where you want to place that ball.
And as a coach, what would you be telling players who are looking to make the next step in their game at this men's level? How would you be able to explain?
Look, for us, I think in Perth for years we've played against the quality of Vic and New South Wales and obviously Queensland previously. And, you know, with players like Adam Slattery, Eugene Lee, Riley Richardson, you know, you could go on in both teams. They are full of talent. Watch them and learn. Yeah, and playing against them, you learn a lot.
Absolutely.
Every time you're against them. So, you know, and as a coach, that's what I've been doing, watching them. Great intercept by Riley. Great hustle on the loose ball there. We'll see how they bring this ball through. It's a good job by New South Wales to hold them up like that. And there's a contact call on Jake Hendricks.
Obviously,
because if Vic get that flow on game, they're very hard to stop. So that's a great job by New South Wales.
Absolutely.
A great ball in.
The first time in about 6 years we haven't seen a Queensland team in this men's final. It's been a bit of a rebuilding year.
Absolutely for them, yeah. And you know, they are not far away, but no. I'm pretty happy about that because it's the first time we've finished third in the competition, and we plan on going further as we go along.
Were the dark horses for this competition. Obviously, couldn't get the win yesterday over Victoria.
We've had a bit of, nice held ball, great work by the defensive end of New South Wales. That was great unit work there. And Victoria just couldn't get through it. And Taylor's one of the big drivers for New South Wales. So big job for Alan to close him down. Can't leave him open. Again, Slattery with a great take on the edge of the circle. I think that might be Eugene's first shot.
Yes.
Yep, they're shooting very well.
Why would you have to shoot the goals when you've got big man Patrick Pillier in the circle?
Yeah, but the thing I like about New South Wales, they still work the ball to the circle edge to get it there. Oh, that's a step in my mind, but never mind.
We're not the...
I'm not an umpire.
We're not the officials. We try to be, but not always the best. As you see...
Oh, good hands again by New South Wales. They're just going to be all over everything, but if they can be clean, they'll get that intercept. If not, they're out of play like they are now. Oh, you've got to take that with 2 hands because Taylor will eat that ball. Guy Keane has been huge for Vic this week, I think. His absolute smarts on the court in critical moments. That's a great ball.
That is a great triangle work there from Victoria. And obviously, this is a big game for Vic. Their head coach's last match for the men's game. And
Christine is so highly respected by everyone in the game, so they'll put their all into it for her, that's for sure. So that's a bit of a jump now, 9-3 to New South Wales. Just retrieving the ball that's gone off court there. That's a nice screen set up at the centre pass by Victoria. Oh, just a bit too much on it. I'm really surprised because, like I said, their ball use and ball skills are very good, Victoria's. They've had a couple of loose ones, and that's probably just pressure.
Yeah.
But they need to clean that up.
Absolutely.
And again, Taylor, there's not enough one-on-one pressure on them. They need to do some first ball if they want to stop the feed of the ball.
The ball going down
straight
to the
in.
attack end.
Beautiful pass by Liam.
Pretty well undefended for New South Wales.
And they have the centre pass as well, so they can push this out a bit further.
10 plays 3, 7:20 on the clock. New South in transition, straight into Patrick Pillier.
Yeah. I think it might take Al a little bit of time to get his timing right. And now they've made the change. They're going to try Timmy Malmo on there. Not a bad thing to have a look at something different. That's a beautiful ball from Riley.
Risky pass there with Glassy in the circle.
When we played New South, I thought Shane Clark was really, really good against us.
Shane Clark has been amazing this
had a really good tournament.
Obviously, probably one of the more veteran players on court.
That's a great finish by Jaden Cowling there. He's got a lovely shot.
He does.
Yeah, it's a really pretty style, and he's got a pretty face too. Oh, there's a good turnover for Vic.
Just a contact call on Forcadilla.
See this transition now, because they have struggled to get that flow.
And again, they're
held up a little bit. Yeah. Oh, great effort by Taylor to get a tip on that ball.
Taylor Glassy.
Athleticism's off the charts, isn't it?
Obviously a current training partner with the GWS Giants in their Suncorp Super Netball team, as many of your players are.
But yeah, we're lucky. We've got 4 of the boys that are in the Fever program, and it really does help to just shine and polish up all those netball skills. And it's been invaluable to us this year in particular, so it's great. 12-4 lead to New South Wales. That's going to be hard to get back.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And
great read by Clark again. Yeah.
New South have a great depth on bench with obviously Stahilski, the vice captain, in that shooter role. They have Miller, who can come into centre.
Yeah, they've got lots of great choices, but so does Vic as well. But you can't be throwing a cross-court ball in a pocket, because Taylor and Clark will both eat that up all day. So that was pretty costly there now. 13-4. Vic are really going to have to work. Al's now being brought out, punching out to GD.
Which I thought will match Lee's speed.
Speed, yeah.
He's probably one of the faster players on the court. And just his court awareness is probably second to none.
Yeah,
for this
he's very smart.
He's very smart.
And you've got to, he does a lovely sweep of the ball in front of big Pat. So you've got to try and stop that. But it's really easy to say that, but hard to do.
Absolutely.
Again, Vic got held up with a held ball, so it's a great mid-court pressure they're putting on by New South Wales.
Eugene Lee.
Beautiful finish.
Mid-range shot.
Yeah.
What more can you ask of these players? Obviously, head coach Moira with a...
She'll be very happy with this start.
She has built a really good team this year with a few new players.
And Vic get a turnover from a missed shot from Big Pat, and that can happen with him sometimes. So if you can keep pressure on him, you'll get some looks.
Patrick obviously struggles.
Again, a great ball by Guy King. Great feeding.
Patrick obviously struggles to just stand and shoot. Has to have that jump shot.
Has to have the jump, yeah.
But why would you question his shooting style when he gets the volume of shots he's been getting?
And I'll tell you what, if I was a defender, I think Draven tried to do it with him, but when he gets that layup and you try to just stay there, it's like getting hit by a semi-trailer.
Absolutely, absolutely, Marty.
Yeah.
As we see, Hendricks, obviously the ex-South Australian player, now playing for Victoria.
He had a great game against us last night. One of the best I've seen him play. And I think he's so talented. I think he's pretty hard on himself, but he's had a great tournament as well.
His first nationals for Victoria.
And it's very different.
Very different.
Yeah, very different.
Obviously, South Australia struggling to get a win this season, but
they're on the rise, though. They're not far.
Transitioning to a very, very well experienced team in this Victorian outfit. Glassy here.
And I think, like, South Australia remind me of, in this tournament, of us probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They are doing a great job, and their head coach is Brian.
Brian Lyons,
yeah. Brian has done a terrific job with them. Obviously. And they're getting there because they've pushed every team for a half in every game. So they just need to keep working and it will come.
That pass from Slattery.
Timmy's had a big slip there. I hope he's okay. He looks okay.
These boys are tough, aren't they?
Probably a lot of sweat out there.
There is.
Yeah, when you get hit in this game in Open, you get hit.
Especially by the big man, Patrick.
Oh, all of them. They all seem big. Yeah.
Chisholm. Lovely front hold. Missed by Crowlings. That ball should have gone in earlier.
That's a good go at that ball from Liam for New South. Oh, great
lovely
positioning.
Roll.
Yeah. Oh,
gets the rebound.
Didn't finish, but he rebounded. Yep. Oh, he misses again.
Uncharacteristic there from the big man Chisholm.
Yep, and when you're this far down, 10 goals, you need to nail them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
16 plays 7, 1:45 on the clock. New South in transition.
Again, I can't see enough first ball on these guys. You know, you've got to put the pressure on their pass. And
4 passes.
Yeah, no, that was late. You know, usually Al gets his timing right, but that one was a little bit late.
That was 4 passes, and then from the centre circle to circle edge, which is obviously one of the quicker plays here today.
Yeah.
Vic are going to have to look to shut that down, as we see an off-body defence set up here by New South.
Oh, that's nice read by Taylor. He read the swing out to Riley and picked that ball up. And I think when we've played both these teams, you have to be spot on with your ball placement because they will punish you if you're not. So, again, look at that feed from Adam Slattery. I'm enjoying watching Adam moving to the attacking end, but to me, my mind, he is the best wing defence in Australia.
I would absolutely agree with you there, Morty.
Beautiful defensive player. I mean, I hate him when we play him, but he is one of the best.
He's just so dogged in, like,
and smart.
Defense. Oh,
yeah.
And his ball
in
placement.
all honesty, he can play wing attack centre, wing D, GD. Like,
he might even have a run at goal attack.
I know.
Master of all.
Sometimes I really despise him.
Don't we wish we had the skills of the New South Wales?
Yeah, and you can't let Eugene get a ball like that. There's got to be something on it. It's too relaxed, his shot, and look at Guy out so early on that centre pass.
Victoria, 2 seconds on the clock, took the centre pass, opts to give the centre pass back to New South after the break. 19 plays 7. What do Vic have to do here to pull this margin back?
Well, if I was Vic, it's probably going to be more about defensive strategies at the moment, because it's not just Big Pat that's hurting them. I keep saying it, they've got to do more first ball work on everything. And the 4 phases of defence. Don't wait till they've got the ball.
Thanking our weekly sponsor,
You have to
Harrison's
dictate,
Kitchens.
deny,
Looking
hands
for a new
over,
kitchen?
intercept, recover, block. You've got to do it all against them, because they are getting too much easy ball at the moment. Their timing's on, so if you can put more defensive pressure.
Victoria seemed flustered.
Yeah, very much so. I always find, like, if you can be with them, going goal for goal in the first part, you've got a chance. But if you let them have a run, which happened to us last night, they smell blood and they can just go and they build from it.
Yep.
So now they've got a big job to do to catch up. And New South Wales have their timing, they have their rhythm and momentum, so it's going to be really difficult for Vic. And all I can do is think about our game against them where we lost by a goal.
I was calling that game and I was on the edge of my seat. That was a phenomenally accurate game, and we'll be back after break.
Thanking our weekly sponsor, Harrison's Kitchens. Looking for a new kitchen, a fresco kitchen or a custom joinery item? Harrison's Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 20 years this year. 20 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Kitchens and joinery. All budgets, many material options with many special rates for the South Australian netball community. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram or search up www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
In sport, there are the elite, the ones who give their all for a place at the top. They are the ones who rise to the occasion.
The 2019 Men's Open Australian Championships.
This is exactly what we wanted, putting men's netball on the map.
There's so many people that have come before us, there are so many people that are going to come after us, but we're part of that foundation, we're building it to be whatever it becomes.
You have to put your heart on the line, and you have to be a team person first.
That was not good enough to me, and you shouldn't accept it as good enough for you. Get on one-on-one.
Yeah, imagine a female then being told, well, sorry, you can't play AFL or you can't play cricket past this age. You'd certainly hear about it.
We continue to work so that no other 12-year-old boy has to hear that ever again.
And we're back after that break. I'd love to have been down in that huddle and heard what Christina was going to come up with.
Obviously not panic stations yet for Victoria. There's still plenty of netball left to be played.
Plenty of time, yeah. And it's basically chip away. I can't see, we've got a change in the shooting end. We've got Alum there now. Is that correct? Have I got that right?
I think yes, that is correct.
Yes.
Allen is in that goal shooter position. We have a change for Vic in their defensive line. Hendricks comes out to wing defence. I thought he'll be able to match speed with Slattery better.
Yeah, he will. And that height, get good hands over the ball.
Obviously, Queensland, the reigning champions of this Open Men's Division. New South Wales, that loss in 2019 in Melbourne, looking to get one better here.
I haven't noticed any changes in New South yet, but why
no
would
changes,
you?
exactly.
Beautiful shot from Jaden Callan. And again, that's too easy.
Look at that, two passes into the circle.
And that's great timing by Adam, on the centre pass. And then the second phase by Eugene. And again, there's no defence on it. There's no hands over on Adam. Right, so they've got to get on that. Oh, that's a great ball by Guy King. Oh, bit of a hit there for Riley, but he can handle it.
It's a tough cookie, that one is.
Yeah, after our game when I thought all his teeth had been knocked out, when him and Jake Noonan had a clash, was not pretty. New South Wales will just be patient bringing that ball through where Vic's trying to clog up this centre third. Great drive there, give and go with Taylor, and Is that Nexus?
That is Forcadilla.
No, not the wing D for New South.
Wing effects, yes. Next hip.
Next, yeah, that's it. I never say that right.
It's got a bit of a unique name, does Dylan. As we see, Slattery straight into Pillier, undefended again is New South Wales. Patrick Pillier won't make a mistake of that one.
Yeah, and I think next hip has been, you know, quite physical during the week on Keane and Cowling. So, and there he gets a touch there, but the umpire said it's not clean. So Jake will take the ball.
Clark,
that was
lucky to get away with that obstruction call there.
Yeah.
I thought he had a hand across the goal attack for
the
Vic.
throat.
A little bit, nearly
Just
coat header style.
Yep. And she was on the angle, but, you know, we're on a different angle.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
We're umpire here on court 1 of Netball SA Stadium.
Again, that's a great release ball. Drive middle, like they're really being patient and smart.
Look at that, 4 passes from one end of the court to the other.
And I'm surprised because Vic were very physical on us last night. They were their first ball, they were onto everything. So, you know, they need to bring that again here now. They use a backdoor centre pass and it's 3 passes.
Look at that.
Yeah. They really need to Al needs to close down Eugene's second phase, force them into a different look and, you know, use something else. It's now 25-8. Like, time is running out for Vic to bring this back. And again, now we have another penalty, so Al punching. And we've got Riley open. Easy feed to Cowling.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Vic. They're wearing black armbands today for one of Victorian men's and mixed netball alumni. Lionel Foster unfortunately passed away yesterday. He was a foundation member for Victoria and for the Sonics, sorry. He'll be sadly missed. He was the president from 1985 to 89, and then again from 2001 to 2002. Lionel was a life member of the AMMNA board, and we'll be sad to see him pass on.
Yeah, that's great that they're paying their respects by doing that today. I know whenever we do that, it means a lot to the family.
Yeah.
That's a great take by Alum there.
Obviously,
I think it's probably a good move to have the variety now. Bit of a more moving circle for Victoria.
Yeah, absolutely.
But again, unless they do the defence, it's probably the only error I've seen Adam make. But they need to capitalise on it.
He is only human.
Yes, apparently. Oh no, that was not enough on that feed there. So that didn't make it easy for Alum. Well, the crowd liked that contact call on next hip, but they really need to convert Victoria here. Oh no, Chisholm's it's a bit off on that one. Oh, they've done really well to close off Guy really deep in the corner for that throw in.
And
but
Guy,
now he's on the top of the circle where he needs to be.
Exactly where you want to feed the ball.
Yeah.
Obviously, Guy, a general in this attack end for Victoria.
Oh, look at that.
Swing ball, lovely triangle play there for Victoria.
Set it up beautifully.
Once that's on, that's pretty much impossible to stop. A lovely shot there from Victoria.
Yeah, and he just took his time, got his breath. Let's see if they can get some momentum now.
Oh.
Nice early ball. What a great ball.
In the circle.
Yeah.
Lovely split there from Allen. The Vic crowd loves that here.
Yeah.
Forcadilla finds...
Oh, great ball.
Lee.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I imagine Eugene's going to roll off this. Yep. There we go.
Mid-range shot. He won't make a mistake here, will Eugene Lee?
Nah. He's always very balanced on his shot. Has a good look. Make sure his technique's right. The guy's doing a lot of work. Oh,
just forced that
off
pass.
the line for the centre pass. Yeah, he just had too much Vegemite on that one.
That ball didn't have to go to the goal attack that quickly.
Not on that pace,
He
no.
was undefended on the goal line.
But you know what? It's a huge grand final, so the pressure's massive, and there will be errors.
Absolutely.
Great release ball.
As we know, there'll be Nerida Stewart, the head coach of the Australian men's team, is in the crowd, and she'll be selecting her squad, which will be announced tonight at the presentation night. Oh, lucky to get away with a short pass there was Victoria.
I just feel like they're starting to force the ball now into the circle.
They are. They had a good run in the first 5 minutes, and now New South have worked out what the changes have been made.
Yeah. They just got to be a little bit more patient and use a bit more fake and balk to move the defenders.
Obviously, Glassy, a very ball person, so he'll go for that ball, fake him off, draw that 2-on-1 straight to the circle. Clark tries, puts enough pressure over the shot there to Shane Clark. Forcadilla finds Lee.
Clean ball, straight down.
You can't stop that, can you, Wardy?
Well, you can with defence,
But when it's on, it's pretty much
it's
impossible
pretty to watch
stop.
too.
So that's what I like to call sexy netball.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic error here from Slattery. Called for a breaking, a bit of a coach killer.
Oh, I hate those ones. Those and stepping. Oh, that's just about a replay, and it's called.
That's another coach killer.
Yeah. And that's bad luck for Riley. It wasn't a great pass down at his knees, and again, too open, Eugene, to see what he wants to do. Plenty of time. Great punch up the middle by Slattery. And the give and go with Taylor. Oh, great balance by
nearly
Eugene.
Went off court lead
I thought that was really good by Riley to have a crack at it, but with offside call, was it? And now we've got a contact call on the edge of the circle.
Forcadilla to take it for New South Wales. Finds Patrick. Under pressure from Victoria.
Who've changed their keeper again.
They have.
Yeah.
Victoria happily able to pull those changes.
Jake Noonan back on at wing defence.
So you see Hendricks takes a spot on the bench.
Al still out at GD.
I thought not giving enough credit to Slattery. As you see, New South set that wall. As soon as that centre pass comes, all 4 players for the defence
over the mess. Oh, nice. That's better.
That was beautiful.
They really have to give that first little ball to Cowling on the edge, and then he can pop over to Allen.
Next set of pass, I want the viewers at home to watch New South Wales wall. It's very, very effective.
Yeah, it's very good.
Forces that long pass.
But New South Wales aren't afraid to use all 3 corridors either.
They are not.
They're happy to use the outside corridor and eventually move it into the middle.
And they're not afraid to Patrick Pillay called to the obstruction.
Yeah.
And they're not afraid to swing from corridor 1 all the way across to corridor 3.
Oh, Liam read that well. Just a bit of timing.
Lucky to get away with that.
Again, Guy Keane is using the middle corridor beautifully. And he's available on every ball here. Next hip really needs to tighten up on him. But it's hard. It's really hard. His timing is pretty immaculate.
Experienced player of this Victorian squad. Lovely finish. Watch this wall that New South Wales will set up.
I've seen it firsthand. Thank you.
You have. It's very effective, isn't it?
Great shot by Allen. That was nice.
That was nice.
2 passes.
Straight into circle edge.
Really clean. Good contest. I thought, Adam didn't like that one. It's the young boy on the old boy, I think. But I, for one, was really happy to see that contest. That's what you've got to do to them. Put them under pressure, as much as you can.
Obviously, New South netball alumni Stuart Ting on the far side, commentating his
umpiring.
Yeah, not commentating.
Yeah, no, he'd be up here with us.
He's.
How many grand finals has he done?
I think he's done about 8.
Yeah.
From what I heard. Don't quote me though.
All right, so now Vic is setting up a press there. That's a bad contact from Alum on Taylor Glassy.
Oh, it's a caution.
Yeah, it needed to be. He had no... He wasn't going to get that ball.
No.
Yeah, so...
Umpires have to take control of this game early or it'll get very physical
Absolutely.
for these boys on court.
We need the old towel. We need to get some mops.
We need some Scarborough mops.
Yes, we do.
Where's Sue Gordian?
That was a good take by Slattery because it wasn't a great ball. Again, their patience, and then he decides to place that beautifully for Big Pat. What a great ball that was. And now they follow it up with the centre pass. Again, Eugene's out too easy with nothing on it. That's bad luck for Jake Noonan because at least he's trying to get some defence on this.
Absolutely, you have to put that pressure on.
Yeah.
Pillier with that elevation.
They're just scoring too easy. It's blowing out here now.
It is. 15, 17 goals here on court one, which is quite a significant margin.
For a grand final of two quality teams, yeah,
the
it's a lot.
Does not reflect Victorians' championships this year.
Right. They spread the court nicely in that transition.
They do.
Victoria, so they need to capitalise. Oh, that's bad luck. He gets another shot. Let's see if he... Oh, no, he's a bit short on the shot today.
Shane Clark's elevation right then.
Yeah, was really good on it. And no doubt, Jaden Calling's getting as tired as everybody else after 2 games a day, you know.
Especially at this open men's level, it's
pretty full on.
Suncorp level.
It is pressure. Oh, bad placement. Oh, that's bad luck.
Offside call here for Victoria, Coach Killer.
Yeah.
Victorians won't be happy about that.
Okay, we're resetting now.
Lovely shot there by Eugene.
Oh, that was beautiful. Swish.
Swish.
Yeah.
As a goaler, everybody loves to see those, and it feels good off the hand.
Oh,
Leading
no.
intercept. On the defensive stat sheets early.
They're lucky they get it back.
They are.
But really, Riley didn't have anything really great driving at him, and the ball just slipped out of his hands. But when you're this far down, you've got to make them all count. Oh, ball placement on that was to the advantage of the defender, certainly not the shooter.
Victorians plead with the umpire having none of it.
And they won't change their mind.
They won't, no.
I've tried all week. And not in such nice ways. And there it is, like, it's so hard. Pat just, you know, holds there, and Eugene swings around him with such fast feet.
And he pulls that defender off that front position, which then gives that one-on-one front hold to Pillier to see that ball go over the top.
Great placement of the ball.
Absolutely.
Geez, Christina must be pulling her hair out at the moment, wondering what she can do. But again, there's still half a game.
There is still 30 minutes of the ball left.
Oh, that's a great ball.
I would love to see Chisholm come back on the court in goal shooter.
Yeah, I think he had more effect. And we may see that change now that Jaden's missed a couple. Bring Allen back out. And Allen's quite hard because, as we said earlier at the beginning, he's unorthodox in the way he moves. So there's a good turnover for Vic, so it can start from here.
Vic's stuck on his sideline.
Great drive by Guy Keane again. Good ball. Drew the contact. The Clark out of play.
Allen.
That's a good shot.
Beautiful shot.
Yeah. So now can they get some momentum here? Oh, no. Oh, lucky call. What's that one for?
Glassy. We'll have to take this shot, Will Crowley.
He can do it if he thinks about... There it is.
Swish.
Yeah. Such a beautiful action.
36 plays 18 here at halftime. New South Wales clinical in that attack end. What do Vic have to do here to pull this lead back?
They just got to keep trying. They've got to get turnovers, though. And to do that, you've got to have pressure defence.
Yep.
You've got to take New South Wales out of their rhythm. But, you know, let's face it, Brodie Roberts is a huge out for them.
Huge out for Victoria.
He is their creative mover in their forward line for them. And Eli Harrison's you know, he's also one of the best wing defenders I've ever seen. And he's just a mongrel. I don't mean to say it like that, but he is dogged.
He is. That one-on-one defence. We'll be back after a short break.
Thanking our weekly sponsor, Harrison's Kitchens. Looking for a new kitchen, a fresco kitchen or a custom joinery item? Harrison's Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 20 years this year. 20 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Kitchens and joinery. All budgets, many material options with many special rates for the South Australian netball community. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram or search up www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
In sport, there are the elite, the ones who give their all for a place at the top. They are the ones who rise to the occasion.
The 2019 Men's Open Australian Championships.
This is exactly what we wanted, putting men's netball on the map.
There's so many people that have come before us, there are so many people that are going to come after us, but we're part of that foundation, you know, we're building it to be whatever it becomes.
You have to put your heart on the line, and you have to be a team person first.
That was not good enough to me, and you shouldn't accept it as good enough for you. Get on one-on-one.
Yeah, imagine a female then being told, well, sorry, you can't play AFL or you can't play cricket past this age. You'd certainly hear about it.
We continue to work so that no other 12-year-old boy has to hear that ever again.
And we're back again for the third quarter of this grand final between Vic and New South Wales in the Open Men's. Let's see what Vic can do in this next 15 minutes, but it's going to have to be a lot with a 36-18 to New South Wales scoreline.
They're going to need a quick look for miracle, aren't they?
Changes, yep. So we've now got Jake Hendricks back at GK. He's playing off the body of Pat, which is probably a good move to see if he can get it. Al Punchin's out at GD. Oh, no, that didn't work for him. And we've got Jake Noonan at wing defence and Riley in the centre. Yeah, Cullen's back out at GA.
Big Chisholm
back at GS, and there's a turnover at the centre pass. That's not what Vic needs.
I've noticed during this game, Eugene Lee's court craft is like he knows where he has to be 3 passes before the ball actually gets to where he has to be.
He's very much a thinking player. Loves the strategies.
Yeah.
You know, and it works for him. So that's a good thing.
Pretty big crowd here.
Oh yeah, they've done really well. And it's kind of mixed, I think, too. There are Vic and there are New South Wales, but there's a few Queenslanders throwing in and
a few of everybody.
Yeah. Our ACT are all watching. Like,
obviously, ACT made history. Their first ever grand final today in the mixed reserves division. They come in as heavy favourites, only dropping 1 game to fellow grand finalist Queensland by 2 goals. So that should be a good game.
Yep.
Pillier there. Lovely take. Looks for Lee. Finds Slattery. Lee again.
On the sweep, as he does.
That shot falls short.
Yeah. That's
okay.
Is that the first one they've missed? I'm sure it is.
I think so.
Feels like it, yeah. Oh, nice movement by Allen.
Oh, Clark with a hand in there. Can't pull it in for New South. Vic in transition. Finds circle edge. Biggs.
That's a good cut off by Taylor. They couldn't get the ball to Allen, but Chisholm has the shot and makes it good. I just think they need to also look at when it's in the New South Wales circle, when Pat's on the hold and Eugene sweeps.
Yeah.
Really need Jake to come off of Pat and go to Eugene and then have Al go back onto Pat.
Yeah, like
come up and meet Eugene and cut that off. Give him something different to look at.
But also you can't really leave Pillier undefended for that much longer because...
No, you've got to watch where Al is so that he can get in and it's good timing. But that was good because they did push Pat a bit further out for the shot.
Yeah.
And all they can do now is little 1%ers and try and chip that away. And, you know, Allen's been very good, I think. He's converted when he got the ball, and that's what you have to do.
They just haven't had the volume of ball they would need.
Yeah, and look, again, here we go. Look how much room they have to pass that ball around.
Look at all this third corridor down here.
Yeah.
So much space. As we see, Borkadilla drive to that pocket.
Yep,
opens up Pillier.
Defenders, when they're on, they're 5 feet away.
They are.
You know, you got to tighten that up. So important that they convert every centre pass. That was a nice block.
That was lovely.
Yeah.
They are trying to set up a wall, but not a wall, a zone. But the zone is very half-hearted,
if you release that ball early, the zones, you know, you can't set it up properly, or you just go over the top of the mess, which they can do. You know, with Pat in there, they can do that easy. Again, we've had a change in the goalkeeper role. Jake Hendricks off and just trying to...
We don't have that great eyes, do we, Wardy?
No, I don't. Not at my age. Not after this week.
You don't look a day over 25, Wardy. What do you mean?
Oh, my God, you are insane. I've gotten older by the minute here this week, I swear to God.
It's been a very stressful week for the West Australian fans. As you see, Victoria turned that ball over. Shane Clark, his presence this game has been immense.
Yeah. And I'm, again, really surprised by the ball skill errors that have occurred today. And they're not many, but for Victoria...
It's quite a lot.
It's quite a lot, yeah.
Victoria and New South Wales are probably the 2 cleanest and most consistent team in this competition.
Besides Thunder.
As Ronnie says that. But they're the most clinical in attack. Obviously, New South Wales...
good cover on Taylor.
Absolutely. First in 4 against, and Vic's just behind them with like 20 goals, the difference. So both the teams know how to score goals and know how to stop goals being scored on them.
Yeah.
At the moment, Victoria have no answers for this New South Wales front line. As we see, a rebound here by Patrick Pillier. Patrick Pillier having a pretty standout game, actually.
Yeah.
sending the vice-captain Stahilski to the bench.
And I thought that was a good jump by Elle on that shot.
That's what Victoria have to do, have to pressure that high ball into Pillier. Keep on working. You're not going to get the first one. You're not going to get the second one.
You can't leave Pat and you can't leave Eugene.
No.
It's, you know, it's a luxury. And hopefully we get to that. Yeah, that was close to a held ball. But when you look at the last 11 years of national championships, it's ridiculous. Like, you know, Queensland in 2019 and 14 and 15, and New South 18 and 17. And then you have Vic, 2016, 13, 12, 11, 10, 2009. And Guy Keane was a part of the 2009 team. So Vic's won 6, Queensland 3, and New South Wales 2 in the last 11 years.
And that just shows the dominance in the pathway program that Vic have. They're probably
absolutely
the best pathway program in the whole of Australia, as we see Hendricks come on the court as goal shooter, which is a bit of a odd change for Victoria. We've only ever seen him in this defensive line for Victoria. Obviously, Coach Christine knows her players better than we do.
Yeah, and look, with this much gap, try something, you know. I had to do it the other night against Queensland because Lockie was getting way too much ball, and we had put Matt Brown, our goal shooter, down at goalkeeper, because it just meant that they couldn't keep playing the high ball in. They had to do something else. So, Jakey had a bit of a fumble there, but yeah, so sometimes you do it. You've got to pull something out of the hat.
But also from this championships, we've seen teams pull back quite a hefty lead.
Absolutely.
Western Australia were down by, I think, 11 goals at halftime against New South Wales.
No, they're going into the last quarter. We were 11 goals down.
There you go. And
we lost
Western
by
Australia pulled that back, and I have no idea how they did it. A miracle, but they did it. Coached by amazing commentator here, Wardy, and they were in it until the last 5 seconds when Matt Brown couldn't convert that goal.
We could talk about the 2 offensive calls that were very dodgy.
I thought they were dodgy as well.
Cost us dearly, but you have to deal with it.
Absolutely.
Then you could say there was a delay of play that Pat did on our last rebound from them to get it down there, but
I thought the exact same to Wardy, but
things happen like that, and you have no control on it. It gave us a great deal of confidence, and we're pretty happy with the effort we put in. Frustrated, but, you know, the work's there. And you have a look at the way this New South Wales team is playing now, and we pushed them. So
Dudes were competitive the whole way.
Yeah. And I think Draven was a big part of that for us, with his defence on Pat.
Yeah.
And then the attackers did their job.
He's changed from keeper to goal attack has been so seamless this week. It's been something to behold, actually. And
he'd agree with that himself as well.
Gilbert, of course he would, of course. And Gilbert's changed from shooter to goal attack. Gilbard, sorry. Yep. I've been messing that up all week.
I know,
sorry,
and we're saying, do you have shares in the ball company? Because we didn't know about that. But yeah, Gilbard
changed from attack to defence, has been amazing as well. Obviously more of a shooter, but been playing a really good goal attack role.
Yeah, he's smart. He knows how they like to move, but we've done a lot of work on trying to build depth and versatility in the team so that you don't get caught out when these things happen, but sometimes you just can't do anything about it.
These guys had a rough trot with leg injuries, COVID cases.
We lost our very, very tall goalkeeper who has a 68-centimetre vertical leap.
Oh, my goodness.
One week before we flew out.
Taller than I am.
Yeah, it left us with 3 defenders, and then, of course, one of ours tested positive to COVID on Tuesday. So we're down to 2 defenders, and
that's a huge out for you guys.
Yeah, then we got an ankle injury with Jason Hurd early. We've had real issues, and we were down to 8 men.
But you still brought it to every single team in these championships. They've been this very well-drilled
proud of them.
New South Wales team.
Yeah. very proud of their heart and their effort, and I couldn't have asked more.
No.
So we've had a good tournament. We've done better than we've ever done before, and we will sure as hell be pushing for that one step further next year.
I think Perth 2023 is the year that West Coast win their maiden Open Men's Championship. Watch out.
It's definitely going to happen.
Oh, it is absolutely going to happen.
Because I'll be in the nursing home if it takes any longer. Yeah, this move of Jake has not worked.
No.
And that's no fault of Jake Hendricks. It's just the way the ball's coming in and the defence. And it's very, very hard to switch from a full-on defensive mode keeper to then shooter.
Yeah,
Matt
absolutely.
Brown begged me to never put him in GK again.
Matt Brown, obviously a veteran of this sport.
Yeah, he's played Sonics with Guy Keane and Heath Brown, you know, like he's in his 40s. And what an amazing week he has had.
He's had an amazing championship. As we see Heath Brown on the bench for the New South Wales team, obviously the assistant coach there.
Yeah.
Victoria, mid-range shot. Been shaky all game.
Yeah.
Clark with the hands over. Does enough there. Does the Victorian goal attack?
Clark then was very close to a bit of the intimidation, not really defending the ball. So Cowling did really good to get his shot in and keep his vision where it should be. Oh, it's a collision between Liam Forcadella and Riley Richardson. Poor Riley, he spent half the competition on the floor, I think.
He's the men's version of Matty Proud. Hits the deck every...
Yep. Throws himself at it. I wonder how he's feeling today.
I think...
Doing New South Wales, they're moving to Vic and...
I think he might be kicking himself for changing clubs, but this Vic side, don't count them out yet. There's still 15 minutes of netball left.
Oh,
a little bit less than 25 goals of difference. We know that can happen.
Vic's trying a press there. Oh, there you go. Finally. Good work. Jake Noonan gets the intercept and a contact by Taylor. Now, hopefully, Vic can make the most of this. Their two centre quarters have been pushed really wide. Oh. Let's hope Jake can nail this for his confidence. Yay, he does. Yeah, good work.
51 plays 27, 3 on the clock. New South Wales happy to play this ball around to find circle edge, to feed the big man, Patrick Pillier. Forcadilla thinks about it, finds Lee, swings to...
And the sweep.
That sweep every single time. As we see big old Patrick Pillier get called for the contact.
Oh, no, they've called Eugene. I didn't see that one, but there's a lot I haven't seen this week.
Clark.
Oh, great intercept by Clark. Oh, Al.
Oh.
That was a big hit on Slattery. And there's no contact call. It's called a throw-in.
New South Wales.
Adam shakes his head. I'm with you, Adam. Oh, but there you go. They get it back.
As I say, the ball always knows.
Yep.
Vic into transition here. Finds Hendricks.
Good pass, good swing. Yep. Now Cowling needs to get one of those swish shots. There it is.
Beautiful shot there by Cowling.
And their centre pass. So let's go, start chipping away.
Able to capitalise on a turnover here from New South. Hendricks.
That's good by Riley. Yep, nice by Cowling. See, that's the difference. New South Wales are on the one-on-one. They're having a go at every ball.
But they change so seamlessly from that one-on-one defence to that zone. And
great rebound.
Yeah, great rebound there by Hendricks. But they change so quickly from that one-on-one defence to that zone and gives Shane Clark and Glassy a look at that long pass.
And you have to work on that. You know, you work on it every time at training, because to get it to go smoothly like that, you need to, you know, communicate really well, know each other really well, and be able to set that without speaking, really, that it happens naturally.
Oh, what a lovely drive there by Lee.
Yeah, and that's when he's in rhythm. He won't miss a shot like that, so you've got to get on that sweep. 52-29 now, like, I think
that's a huge
Vic's just
blowout.
been in chase mode.
They have.
Yep, since
From the first centre
start.
pass,
Yep.
we saw New South turn the ball over.
Yep.
They came
close to a hell ball.
They had a point to prove, and they have absolutely proven it today, winning the men's reserve division as well, the two top divisions here, and obviously going on to win this men's open division.
Yeah, they have great depth.
22 goal the difference, probably too much to claw back with the way that these New South boys are playing. Pillier pulls it in.
Yeah, there's not much else Malmo can do there. It's a great ball. The ball placement's very good.
Obviously, Malmo, the captain of this Victorian side, trying to woo his team on.
Oh, that's bad luck. But great ball by Riley to Cowling. Yeah, with the time running down. So a 23 goal margin.
I was not expecting this,
Me neither.
margin.
At all. So
New South clinical in attack.
Absolutely.
Vic are just on the chase.
And I'm pretty sure their shooting percentage would be quite high.
Quite high.
Yeah.
And we'll be back after a short break.
Thanking our weekly sponsor, Harrison's Kitchens. Looking for a new kitchen, a fresco kitchen or a custom joinery item? Harrison's Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 20 years this year. 20 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Kitchens and joinery. All budgets, many material options with many special rates for the South Australian netball community. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram or search up www.harrisonkitchens.com.
In sport, there are the elite, the ones who give their all for a place at the top. They are the ones who rise to the occasion.
The 2019 Men's Open Australian Championships.
This is exactly what we wanted, putting men's netball on the map.
There's so many people that have come before us. There's so many people that are going to come after us, but we're part of that foundation. You know, we're building it to be whatever it becomes.
You have to put your heart on the line, and you have to be a team person first.
That was not good enough to me, and you shouldn't accept it as good enough for you. Get on one-on-one.
Yeah, imagine a female then being told, well, sorry, you can't play AFL or you can't play cricket past this age. You'd certainly hear about it.
We continue to work so that no other 12-year-old boy has to hear that ever again.
Back.
All right, welcome back for this big last quarter. A lot of work for Victoria to do here. So what changes have we got now? We have Chisholm and Cowling in the shooting end. Guy Keane's still there. Riley Richardson. Al's out at GD. Noonan at wing D. And
New South straight into transition here. No changes for New South.
Yeah. The sweep by Eugene.
I think it's a little bit weird that there haven't been any changes. Obviously up by 23 goals. You would think Coach Moira would want to swap her players to give them that experience of playing.
She probably will as the time goes down, but it's hard because you want to reward the players that have done the work to get you there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... Oh. Nice shot again by Cowling. Oh, nice middle. Oh, Liam picks that up. It's going to be a replay, so...
Oh, possession, New South Wales. Oh.
Is that what he's calling?
That's what
yes,
he's
to
called.
Eugene. Okay.
Unfortunate there from Victoria.
Yeah, that was a good hustle for the ball, though. Oh, Eugene missed one. Great rebound by the Victorian keeper. Good contest from Jake Noonan. No. I think it's actually King that's in goalkeeper for Victoria, but I apologise if I've got that wrong.
We can't see the back of his shirt from up here.
Yeah, and we haven't got the list up here of the changes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful shot.
That was a lovely shot there by
Cowling. All right, can they get some now? They're going to try and go in early by the looks of it, but that's a contact call on Chisholm.
Contact.
Yep.
New South. That big outlet pass, undefended was Lee.
Yeah. In the outside corridor where they sit and then they come back in.
That was smart netball by Slattery to fake that ball out to Lee. Opt to go into big man Patrick Pillier.
It's good to see Vic having a go at everything, though.
And I feel they should have gone for those pocket balls a lot more sooner. They could have gained a lot more possession back for Victoria.
Oh, Adams just driving that whole attack. What a great ball placement.
And you are right, Wardy. It is King on the court for Victoria.
Yeah. All right, Big Pat just checking where King should be out of play.
New South 56-32, 12 on the clock.
But again, a bit of a struggle on their centre pass.
It has been, hasn't it?
Yeah, ball placement, but it wasn't a great option either. And it was the only one they had.
They only have one option coming forward to this
and
Victorian
look, just
side.
this very clear, no pressure on New South.
Oh, Stihilski
and he's called him for a contact.
The vice captain for New South Wales, Anton Stihilski. The first change for New South Wales, as we see big old Patrick Pillier to the bench. I think this is a time that Moira will start ringing some changes.
They really don't need to leave Patrick on now, though.
No, they don't.
11 minutes.
He's done his job. Stihilski being pretty good all championships.
Yep, very good.
Played a good game against you guys.
He did. He was excellent against us. Unfortunately.
Chisholm on the rebound.
Yeah, Chisholm's like he's very deceptive, I think, because, you know, he moves very well for a big shooter. Yep.
Lee, mid-range.
Good shot defence by Al Punchin and rebound.
Stihilski called for another offensive contact. Moira won't be happy about that on the New South Wales bench. Keane. Lovely swing pass there.
Nice drive. Oh, good give and go. Great movement by Riley.
That triangle play by...
Yeah, by the Victorians was lovely. Again, Taylor's like able to drive and they can use the reset. There they go again. They have more than one option at the ball. What a great pass from Adam.
Stihilski to take his first goal of the game in this Open Men's final. On the board is the vice captain for New South Wales. Hasn't seen that much court time today. Why would you change the combination of Lee and Pillier when it's working so well?
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful shot there from the Victorian goal attack. I was going to call him Queensland for a second then. I've done that a few times today. For Cadilla.
Again, Slattery, so much space and time. Oh, that's a good touch on the ball by Riley. That's a strange call because I'm pretty sure that Riley touched that last.
I would have thought of that as well, but game goes on.
Yeah.
Play continues as we see Joe Miller in the rolling sub box for New South. Next hit to take a well-deserved rest.
Yep, he's worked hard.
Been good on Keane today, has next hit.
And obviously out on court there, you know, we've got like Eugene Lee, Adam Slattery, Taylor Glassy, they're all open men's Sonics reps.
And you expect them to make the squad tonight?
Oh, definitely, probably those three, I would imagine, would do.
Yeah.
But I think they've got some competition, for sure.
Absolutely, with your goal shooter, Jerome.
I hope so, and my mid-court in Dylan McPherson.
Dylan McPherson's been
Draven Lee
phenomenal this championship. Obviously, the captain of that Thunder team.
Oh, no.
Spills
a
it over the
fumble for him.
baseline.
That's bad luck. It's good that Moira has run the changes, though.
Yeah.
You know, get them all out, let them feel a part of it with 8 minutes 24 to go.
Yeah.
It's a good thing as a coach when you can do that.
And Waddy, obviously, Vic can't get the win here for the coach's last game, but do you want to quickly just run us through the impact she's had on this whole men's netball in general?
Well, I think she's been pretty amazing. I can only speak from personal experience with her, but she was always generous with her time and support for me as we were building. She also was great in sending an invitation to attend the Oz camps at the AIS, which I learned a lot from, and it was invaluable for me. So I think she is aware of how highly respected she is throughout the men's competition. But in the other vein, it's also really exciting that we've got changes and new things happening, but we would never be as successful as what we are without Christina's input over many years, that's for sure.
She's been...
And you can tell with the ball skills and the class of Victoria.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's
from
been
the top.
A driving force for this pathway program for the whole of men's netball, actually.
Absolutely.
And not just her home state of Victoria.
Yeah.
Been a very...
And we certainly wish her well in her retirement, and I hope she enjoys the time with her grandchildren.
Absolutely.
Yep, her free time.
It's going to be difficult for her to step away from this head coach role, but obviously it's the right choice for her.
It's time for her, yeah, in her mind, so...
She's won countless accolades for this Victorian men's team.
Yeah. That's another goal for New South Wales.
As we see Nick Kelly about to take the court. First year in open men's, this for Nick Kelly.
Yep. So Moira's ringing the changes now. Oh, he just pushed that one. That was never going to go in. Oh, good boy.
Callum Class takes the court for Shane Clark.
Yep. And he got a lovely rebound, so good on him.
New South can sense something here. They've gone one better than the last championships in 2019.
And is that Packy in a wing attack, I see?
That is Jensen on the court for New South in that wing attack position. Sends Slattery to the bench. He's probably, in my opinion, had a player of the match performance.
Yeah, and we've got a change in the GA for New South as well.
Nick Kelly taking the court, sending Eugene Lee, the Sonics goal attack, to the bench.
Well, they've worked hard. When you look over there at that bench, you go, oh, all right, Eugene Lee, Adam Slattery, Big Pat, next hit. It's like, Clark. It's ridiculous.
It's Heath Brown, obviously the brains trust of this New South Wales team.
I don't know if I'd say that about Heathy.
Let's hope he doesn't watch this replay back in here.
Oh, I hope he does. He knows I love him. I coached in the years as well when Heath was playing. He was a pain in the butt. He still is in a different way now. But no, I love him. He's got a great netball brain. And he's also been very supportive of Thunder and our development. So we appreciate that.
Only wants the best for our game here.
Yeah.
The best teams to be able to play in this Premier Division.
We'll just see if Vic can put on a few more goals here in this 4 minutes with New South taking their stars. What a great roll. Good ball by Liam Focadella as well. Oh my gosh, 62 goals.
It's crazy, isn't it? That's very much fever-like, isn't it?
Yeah. And Timmy Malmo's on at wing D for Vic now. Great swing ball by Riley.
back to the coaching topic, how exciting to see a new head coach for the men's in Nerida Stewart.
Yeah.
She is a phenomenal coach with a wealth of experience, obviously an ex-Swiss player, New South Wales Institute of Sport coach.
Yeah.
She brings a wealth of knowledge to that role. Can you just elaborate a little bit more on the development that she'll bring to the
I just
game?
think it's great that we are, and not that we haven't been in a good place, but we have to continue to build and be more professional across the board if we want to get endorsement from Netball Australia or our local netball states. But I think it's exciting. It is very different. I went through the process of applying for that open coach roles, and it's quite extensive, and it was done in line with the way Netball Australia do it.
Yep.
So very different, but it's the way to go, I think, for the future. And hopefully we can get this men's sport on an equal footing with the women, so it would be great.
Absolutely. Obviously, you were appointed the assistant coach of the 17s men's team, which is a huge achievement for yourself.
Oh, great ball. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm not sure how I'm going to go from the big boys to the little ones. I'm kind of feeling sorry for the boys, really. But we'll see how we go.
I'm sure you'll be amazing and bring home that gold for us
I think I better do something like that before I am in the nursing home or retire. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Obviously a World Cup year for our men's teams. As you see a lovely incept there from Victoria. Perth to host that one, your home city.
I know, I can't wait. I don't know what we'll do with no travel and all the big costs that we have to do every year. It's massive. We'll still have costs, but those flights and just being home will make a huge difference for us.
Home court advantage?
You'd like to think so, but I'll be working to make sure that we're doing everything we can to make sure we get not just open men's, but, you know, in all areas. Been super proud of my 17 and unders this week. It's their first tournament for nearly all of them, well, for all of them, and their coach, and they've just done such a terrific job. They've really, and they learned so much out of this week. Same as our 23s. Our mix today, unfortunately, went down, but they were great all week as well.
Obviously, your 17s made the semi-final.
I know, it was
Couldn't go one step, lost to
South Australia.
South Australia.
It was by two.
By two. It was a thriller.
Oh, yeah, what a great game.
And then your mixed opens team, I thought we're going to come back and beat Queensland.
So did I.
In that last 5 minutes.
Ran out of time.
Left their run too late, just like this Victorian right now.
26 goals.
That's huge.
That's massive. And I'm not sure if it speaks more about New South Wales or more about Vic, because you would never pick this gap when you look on paper at these players and the experience and the skills they've got, that this game would blow out to this. Oh no, he's shot so beautifully, Cowling. Missed that one.
Forcadilla.
He's had a good game.
He has, Liam Forcadilla.
Don't like his socks, but he's had a good game.
Compression tights, would you call them?
Well, let's go with that.
We'll just say we'll just go with whatever you say, Waddy. You're the boss here.
Yeah, well.
Kelly, Glassy.
Oh, good ball. Great vision.
Jensen.
Yeah,
Stihilski. We'll take the mid-range shot.
Oh,
Handball
nice
for Stihilski.
block, Jake Hendricks. That was a lovely block.
Hendricks himself making a stake for that Sonics team.
Yeah. I do like, oh, nice ball movement. Initiated by Jaden.
That was sexy netball, Wardy.
Okay.
As we see New South Wales win the 2022 Open Men's Division here at Netball SA Stadium. 41 plays 67. Chisholm there for New South Wales looks defeated.
Yeah, outstanding job by New South Wales. You know, it's good to see them celebrate. Good luck to them. They'll slowly start catching up to Vic, who have those 6 titles. So I think New South Wales are now on 4 maybe?
3.
Oh, look, I've got the sheet somewhere, but I just don't know where it is now. We've got sheets everywhere.
Everywhere here at the commentary box.
Yeah, like, but yeah, like, I think Vic will obviously go away and do their work. So, yeah, New South on 3 now. 3 more to catch up, but I'm gonna upset them all.
Haha. Wardies calls it.
Yeah.
Thunder for the 2023 champions.
Yep.
I back that call. Thank you for joining us here in commentary as we sign out. New South Wales winning the Open Men's Division here on the 35th Annual Australian Men's and Mixed Netball Championships. Stick around. There'll be more action after this. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Thanking our weekly sponsor, Harrison's Kitchens. Looking for a new kitchen, a fresco kitchen or a custom joinery item? Harrison's Kitchens and Cabinets are celebrating 20 years this year. 20 years of supplying and installing true custom joinery with you in mind. Kitchens and joinery. All budgets, many material options with many special rates for the South Australian netball community. Look them up on Facebook, Instagram or search up www.harrisonkitchens.com.au.
In sport, there are the elite, the ones who give their all for a place at the top. They are the ones who rise to the occasion.
The 2019 Men's Open Australian Championships.
This is exactly what we wanted, putting men's netball on the map.
There's so many people that have come before us, there's so many people that are going to come after us, but we're part of that foundation, you know, we're building it to be whatever it becomes.
You have to put your heart on the line, and you have to be a team person first.
That was not good enough to me, and you shouldn't accept it as good enough for you. Get on one-on-one.
Yeah, imagine a female then being told, well, sorry, you can't play AFL or you can't play cricket past this age. You'd certainly hear about it.
We continue to work so that no other 12-year-old boy has to hear that ever again.